Going on, dudes and dudettes? Yes, different angle, new light. Thank you to my dad and Alicia for giving it to me for Christmas, but definitely gotta work it out just because I look pretty white here. Can't even see any of my double chins, but yeah, definitely gonna work with this stuff. It looks great so far, so hopefully the video quality will come out a little bit better with this awesome light I have. But to get into the stuff we got going on in my sports world, so they have Xavion Alford. He was a really highly talented safety coming out of high school a couple years ago who sadly chose Texas, but he entered the transfer portal, and luckily we got a couple of old defensive coordinator coaches from Texas on our squad. He decided to choose USC in the transfer portal, so we got a very highly talented guy, a 5-star guy coming out of high school. So definitely excited for him to be on the team, and it looks like he will be able to play right away because they're giving out that exemption for this 1 year. So definitely glad he's on our team now instead of Texas, and definitely looking forward to what he can bring to our team. And then also Jason Tatum said he has a pretty infamous quote saying that he is going to be a Laker, but the quote was not very recent. I believe it was when he was a lot younger, especially when he got to meet Kobe and everything like that. He's always wanted to be a Laker fan. Of course, the Lakers stupidly did not draft him, and now he's becoming one of the top 15, 20 players around the entire league. But yeah, I think after a couple years into the extension that he signed with Boston, I have a feeling he will be coming to LA. I doubt he's going to get traded to LA from Boston, but he will eventually find his way to LA, I hope. But yeah, just thought I'd throw that in there for any of you Boston Celtics fans. I hope you enjoy it while it lasts. And then Ryan Miller, the pretty old veteran goalie for the Anaheim Ducks, has decided to re-sign a 1-year deal with the team. So it's good. It gives them some backup, maybe some starts for him potentially, and in a shortened season as well. So we'll see what he can do, but it's good to bring back a veteran like that, and hopefully he'll be able to retire as an Anaheim Duck. But yeah, the season gets going next month in the middle of it, so it's coming pretty quickly. And then when it comes to some miscellaneous news before I get into all the basketball, yes, Shia LaBeouf has been going on this weird thing of being accused of stuff, and even he's come out and said that he may have not remembered anything he's probably done, but he knows he has abused people in his life, closer, or people he's worked with, anything like that. He has said a bunch of stuff. He's been saying that the past couple years, especially last year when he was promoting both of his movies, especially one of the movies which was about his childhood, where he played his father as well, and he should have got an Oscar nomination for that, I think. But I just think it's kind of weird that this person is trying to do all this stuff now, even though why not do it last year when he had 2 of the bigger movies come out of his career, and then all of a sudden now you do this, and you're only gonna, you're doing this to promote abuse and everything towards people, and then yet you're only gonna donate part of that money to like helping people, and then you're just gonna keep most of it for yourself. It's kind of like a money grab in my opinion, but I'm not smart enough or in the ends to talk about this, so I'll leave it at that, my little bit of opinion. But yes, let's get on to some basketball news. So as you can see right there, the Lakers championship ring looks pretty freaking nice. Yes, that's 4 championships for LeBron, and yeah, it was a tough first game. LeBron kind of went out pretty early in the second half in that game and didn't really return the last 8 minutes, which I'm pretty sure is why Clippers were able to keep that lead and beat the Lakers on opening night on their ring ceremony. And they're not even gonna unveil the championship banner until we get fans in there, so cannot be till next year. So you might have to unveil 2 championship banners, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it just sucks he lost opening night, but they were able to get the W on Christmas Day against the highly talented Luka Doncic. It was a pretty close game in the first half, and then once the second half came, both LeBron and AD were able to push through and play, and they got the W. So luckily they're able to show what they can do against an up-and-coming team like that in the Dallas Mavericks. And just looking forward to the rest of the year because they're looking good. But yeah, other than that, they look great. Hopefully they can continue it and keep it going. And then when it comes to the LA Chargers, yes, sadly they did win this weekend against the Denver Broncos, a divisional team. So it's really puts a hurting on their draft stock. But yeah, I'll get it to the game. So they were up by, I think it was 16-3, either early fourth quarter or late third quarter, and I kind of just went away from the game because I assumed they were just going to win the Chargers. And then when I came back with like a minute or two left, it's 16-16, and I'm like, wow, the Chargers might actually give me an extra birthday gift in losing this and keeping a good draft position pick. But Justin Herbert led them down the field. They scored the field goal, and they got an interception on a Hail Mary as well. So yes, they were able to secure that W, and now as of that win, they're now picking 12th overall. So now they've moved even 2 spots farther back from a higher draft pick and out of the top 10 officially. So yeah, it's just tough for me because I don't know. They seem, it's kind of like the Jets. All of a sudden, the Jets are playing very well, even though they sucked this whole entire year. But the past like 5 weeks or so, they're all of a sudden playing well. I don't know. Maybe it's guys trying to get better numbers for their contracts and get paid a little bit extra at the end of the year with sacks and interceptions. But I don't know. It's very crazy. The Chargers were even down 2 of their top guys, Keenan Allen, wide receiver, and Joey Bosa, defensive end, but still got that W. And they play Kansas City, I believe, to end the year next week, who will most likely be resting a lot of their starters just because they secured that number 1 spot in the AFC and have the bye week. So they will basically get 2 straight weeks of bye weeks for their starters. And yeah, usually that's not a good thing going into the playoffs, but a lot of teams push for that and they got it, so we'll see what they could do. But yeah, I'm hoping the Chargers don't get that victory, but when you're not facing Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, you're most likely going to win. So it's going to suck. They're probably going to pick top 15, and yeah, I'll be very upset. And then when it comes to the Lakers, yes, they were able to get another victory, and a very, very one-sided victory against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Yes, Minnesota was missing their best player in Karl Anthony Towns due to an injury, but the Lakers were also missing Anthony Davis, who decided to sit out this game because of an injury as well. But LeBron did play, but Kyle Kuzma was the leading scorer for the Lakers, and I think LeBron was next. But they were playing great, especially Marc Gasol, when him and LeBron were playing together. The way Gasol can pass and help on defense as well, and yeah, it looked pretty awesome. Yeah, it's against Minnesota, but that was a problem most of the time when the Lakers sucked for those 6 years, is that when you played even crappier teams, you let them stay in games or beat you. And at least in this game, even when you're down 1 starter, the Lakers were able to pull out the victory, which I was happy about. And now they get a back-to-back tonight against Portland. But I think LeBron is actually going to sit this one out, and AD will come back and play. So we'll see how the team does around Anthony Davis tonight against Portland. It was a pretty good team who looks all the way healthy so far. And we'll see what they could do. Should be a pretty good matchup tonight. Be able to watch the highlights later. But yeah, overall, not too bad in this week of sports. No USC. I think USC basketball starts this week. They have like 3 games, which is unheard of in a week, but they want to try to catch up because they haven't been able to play at all. So we'll see if that's able to get going here in California. And then yeah, USC football, nothing really much. But yeah, and then there's all those jerseys that showing like all the Duke players in the NBA. I think there's like 27 players on active rosters from Duke, and then probably like 5 or 6 from USC, which is pretty cool. So that's good to see. At least the NBA is back. So far it's been going okay. I think it's really just Houston Rockets that had to cancel a game so far because of their COVID mishaps, but hopefully that doesn't continue and they're able to finish this season. And yeah, just hoping for the best for the Lakers, and yeah, we'll see how this goes. Thanks for watching, people. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. Have a great rest of your day. See ya.